Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Kirsty. I'm a 24-year-old mom to a toddler, and I'm currently pregnant in my third trimester. And I make videos on holistic nutrition and wellness, home birth, breastfeeding, lifestyle, and a glimpse into our expat life here in the Philippines. So this video, I wanted to make something new. I don't usually do voiceovers and a bunch of b-roll, but I do enjoy watching videos like this, so I figured I would try it out. But this is just a video of a typical evening in our life. I am a work from home mom. I have my own marketing agency, so I don't work a traditional job out of the house. I work, since I'm in the Philippines, I work opposite hours of people here. So I work US time, so I mostly work while my daughter's sleeping. It really works out for us. And so this is what evenings look like. They get to be slow, they get to be intimate, and we don't have a village, so we do it all just ourselves, my husband, myself, our daughter, our 2 pups, and our baby on the way. And even though we don't have a traditional village, I like to say we have our own version of a village. So we have certain services or just lifestyle changes that are really helpful to us. For example, we get groceries delivered, which we did previously a lot in the US, which was helpful, but here it's cheaper because groceries and food are cheaper. But also we are able to get our house cleaned regularly, which is not something that we were able to do in the US. It's a lot more expensive there, but having that is super helpful, especially as a mom and a super pregnant mom. And I don't have a traditional job, so I own a marketing agency, which is really great because it's flexible. We have a lot of autonomy over where we are and time, and just location, time, and just having uncapped possibilities. But I work while my daughter sleeps, which is really great and really works out for us because I get to be present during the day. I like to be able to have slow mornings with our family, have outside time daily, being able to cook meals for my family, and just have those slow moments together. So really love that. Before we moved here, we lived in Tampa, and we didn't really live around family or friends, so it was just us, and we didn't do it on purpose, but it was a good just proof of concept that we're able to just take care of ourselves and be self-reliant. But no matter where we are or where we live, if we go on trips, and we still have certain rituals that we take with us. So just our wellness things and things we like to make sure that we're able to consume, just healthy, nutritious food that's organic, well-sourced proteins and meat, and things like having my Nature's Gatorade handy, so lemon and real salt to make sure that we're hydrated and really hydrated on a cellular level, especially as a pregnant mom. So those are small habits that we make sure we are able to have access to no matter where we are. And having those types of rituals and habits have really helped in creating systems for our family, especially as I'm preparing for a second postpartum season. First postpartum season, it was just us for the first about 3 months, and I'm really proud of how well we did. I prepped meals for us, so warm stews and smoothie packs. I also meal prepped our pups raw dog food. They eat raw, so I prepped about 2 weeks of their food in advance of all their raw meat and organs and just fixins with their probiotics and whatnot. and that was super helpful for our family, and just knowing that we had healthy, nutritious options was really great. Also, after moving quite a few times as a family, you're really able to see how less is more and seeing what you actually really need and being resourceful. So with our first daughter, we didn't have a big baby shower, and I was really intentional about things that we bought for her. So I didn't buy her a bunch of containers. She didn't have a swing or a walker or a jumper or a lounger or anything like that, because I wanted to prioritize her being on the floor or just wearing her. That's something I still do. So like, say I'm cooking a meal, she's either sitting in her seat and playing and eating a snack, listening to music, or we're conversing, or I am wearing her and she takes a nap, and that's been super helpful for us and something that has just been natural for us. So making sure that we kind of continue that also for our second baby. I loved how our daughter was able to explore on the floor. She started standing really early and walking really early. She walked at 9 months, which was crazy. So I just loved having that time with her, and she didn't need a bunch of containers in the end. I feel like as women, if you're pregnant or wanting to become pregnant, spend a little less time worrying about what items and consumer products go on your registry, and spend more time familiarizing yourself with the process of birth, the physiological process, the mind-body connection during birth and after, and how to properly prepare for it. So making sure that you have birth plans, and I say it like that because they don't need to be so rigid, but just envisioning the type of environment you want to have for your birth, who you want to be there, what you want to have handy after and during. So electrolyte drinks, postpartum, nutritious meals, decide if you want to consume your placenta, and the type of support that you'll need after. So those things are really important. I feel like we don't have enough conversations on the physiological process of birth. We're losing our just wisdom on that, and there aren't that many birth keepers anymore. So seeking out that kind of information is really important. That's why I share a lot about home birth and breastfeeding and just the experience that I had. A lot of it came from just my own curiosity and desire to have that experience. It's funny because when I decided on having a home birth, I told my husband when I was pregnant, like, oh, I want to do home birth. And his response was, I figured, which is funny because not a lot of people have that experience with their spouse, but my husband knows how much I'm into just holistic everything. But yeah, so just familiarizing yourself with those processes and having a birth team around you that supports your wishes for your birth, and then also preparing yourself, like your nutrition. So making sure you are still nourishing yourself and being mindful of your gut health. So eating fiber and good bacteria, well-sourced protein, and preparing your body, especially if you plan on breastfeeding after. So these are the things I try to be mindful of and intentional with, especially going into my second postpartum. My first postpartum, I feel like we were really prepared because of just preparing nutritious postpartum meals, and we did natural birth classes, which was great, which was a requirement with our previous home birth team. And we learned a lot about the physiological process of birth, different laboring positions, and just what a natural unmedicated home birth is like at home. I also made a video about how I'm preparing for my second unmedicated natural home birth. If you want to watch that, I have a lot of good gems in there and things that I'm doing the second time around. So these are some skills and knowledge and rituals I also want to be able to pass down to my daughter and just our kids if they want to have kids. But even if not, fertility is a great marker for health, and just being a real resource to them. It's funny, but I already think about like, what kind of grandma do I want to be? What kind of ancestor do I want to be? And these are things that are supposed to keep getting passed down onto our children and their children, and just these ancestral, natural processes and skills and knowledge. So what I've also done is just gone through our daughter's old baby clothes and picked out just some of the neutral stuff that she has so that baby number 2 could wear them. And I'm not going to be pumping this time, so I don't need a pump, but I actually am getting the Haka milk collector. I'm going to be tandem feeding, so I don't think I'll need to be collecting a lot of milk, but just in case, we have our freeze-dried stash of almost 700 ounces still. That was from my daughter when I was postpartum with her. That was from a span of 3 months. But I don't think I'll be pumping that much because, like I said, I'll be tandem feeding. So I'll be figuring out the rhythm of that. And then we have a few more things coming. So I'm going to be making a little nesting video and talking a little bit more about preparing for my second postpartum season between cloth diapering. I want to make more videos on that and our experience with that. We have our cloth diapers that we use for our daughter. At first, they're really great. I'm going to wash and strip them, so I'll show the process of that, organizing baby stuff, my postpartum stuff, and how I'll prepare for that. I am going to prepare for any type of recovery. I did not tear the first time, which was really great. I am taking steps like I did the last time, so hopefully it's just as smooth, but I will definitely be showing that in another video. Very excited for that. Thanks so much for watching this video, and subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you.